Hello good people, welcome back to Modern Wife. Happy New Year 2021. Yes baby, we made it. Welcome back guys. I missed you so much. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, but guess what, I'm gonna tell you all about it today. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Please check out the rest of my content, all the videos that I put out, and if you really enjoy my content, please make sure to subscribe. And to everyone who have subscribed while I'm gone, thank you so much guys. I appreciate it. The family is growing. Road to 2K baby, here we come. So guys, how have you been? How are things? We finally made it to 2021. I am so optimistic for the year, like most people obviously. But before we can get to 2021, I thought since I've been gone for quite some time, let me do a bit of a life update, and then I'll just sort of tell you as well my posture or my mantra for the year. So let's get straight to the video. Okay guys, without getting too much into the last year, we're all glad that it's gone. I know it was a depressing year for most people. I want to just tell you of a life update in terms of where I am, without really getting too much into the last year. I know we are all glad that it's over, but 2020 was really such a tough year. In addition to pandemic, it was just such a stressful year. Financially, emotionally, mentally, it was just so exhausting. And without really recapping a lot on the last year, one of the things that I just want to share with you, because it really leads to what I want to talk about today, is that unfortunately we were in a car accident late 2020. We were in a car accident, but by the grace of God we were fine. The car was written off. It was really bad, but we were not badly injured. So that's what happened, and it was a drag. It was a lot of back and forth between us and the insurance, which is one of the things that I want to talk about this year guys, just in terms of what insurance you need to have and what you need to look out for. So it was a drag, but eventually we were able to, the claim was processed and everything was finalized, and we were able to move forward. But then we thought, let's just see, let's get a rental and see what we need to do. Whilst we were having a rental guys, we had another car accident with the rental. And that one is still a bit depressing. I'm not ready to talk about it, but yeah, that's what happened. And then just in between our car accident and the rental, actually we almost got into an accident. So there was a truck accident just in front of us. Actually, I think the truck almost hit our car, but it hit the car next to us. So that's happened. So it's been a lot of things like that. And we went home, and then when we got home, a lot of our friends actually lost their parents, people that are really close to us. So there was also another sort of a sad thing that happened towards the late last year. So it was just a depressing moment, to a point that we actually came back early, because we were like, we need to just regroup and just sort of work on our vision, or what it is that we want for the new year. So we came back a bit earlier than expected. So but in the midst of all of that guys, I just wanted to let you know that I found myself being so grateful. I found myself being so thankful and appreciating the little things, which is what I want, which is actually one of my posture for 2021, which is what I want to do. So I want to just really practice gratitude in everything that I do. And then the other thing as well is that the kids are back to school. One is back to school actually. The other two, they're still at home, but we're preparing for back to school in terms of just an update in terms of how we are with family. Probably we'll just let them take things easy, and then maybe we'll continue with some kids content sometime in Feb. once they've settled in, so I don't think I'll do much of some kids content. for now, but yeah, we are all good. And then in terms of YouTube, guys, the family is growing. Like, thank you so much, thank you very much. I was so glad to come back to see that we are now on 1,600 subscribers, so that is really awesome. So thank you very much. I'm still gonna try and produce a video every week. I don't want to commit myself to a day as yet in terms of what I'm going to upload, but I think I'm really going to be consistent, which is why I actually prefer just taking a break and regrouping, and then when I come back, you guys know that I'm consistent and I'm ready to give you fresh content, instead of just giving you one video every month and disappearing again. So now that I'm back, I am back like I never left. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I think I still don't really have a niche as yet, if I can call it that, because I know a lot of people really preach the whole thing of you need to have a niche, you need to know who your audience is. I think plus guys, this is really my second year in YouTube now, which is another thing that I'll be doing. I'll just be sort of doing a review on how my year has been on YouTube. I was just saying that I don't know about the whole thing of having a niche. I think if that's what you want to do, it's a good thing. But for me, I'm really documenting my life, guys, and I'm sharing conversations. And I'm not a one-faceted person, so I won't come here and just say my channel is all about family. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a working woman, I am a woman. So I'm really gonna talk about the conversations and some of the things that affects me as an individual, and hope that you guys share that content. But I don't think I have one specific thing that I'm gonna say that I'm gonna focus on for 2021. Now guys, I think that's enough for a recap and an update. Moving to 2021. I'm someone who really gets optimistic by the beginning of the year, guys. I try and plan like most people. I try and plan how I want my year to go, which is why as a family we always do the 21 days of prayer and fasting, because we're just saying that we really want to give God our first so that He can take care of the rest. So this is what we recently did, hence I was also not on social media and I took a break because I really just wanted to spend time in the presence of God. So then now moving into, I think what I would say is my posture for the year. If you've been following me long enough, you would know that last year at this time I also did another video where I was talking about 20 things that I'm going to do differently in 2021. I'm not going to give you guys 21 things that I'm doing differently, but I just want to talk about what it is that I'm practicing for the year. So this is really my word for the year is gratitude, guys. I really want to practice gratitude, and I'm hoping that you guys as well can join me on practicing gratitude for the year, because I feel like when we're grateful, we're able to see, we look at things in a different aspect, and we're able to have peace about certain things. So without really, I don't want to be that person who says just be grateful. I thought let me just come back with practical steps of how to be grateful in 2021. The first thing that I think I'm going to do just to practice gratitude is actually appreciating the little things, or noticing the little things and being grateful for the small things. I know that it's easy for us to be grateful for the roof over our head, food on the table, things like that, but just on a daily basis, the small things that you can be grateful for. Like I mentioned that we were in a car accident, but I found myself being so grateful because if I can tell you, on that same day that we had an accident, my husband was supposed to fetch Zazi, my 4-year-old, from my aunt, and then my aunt actually said that no, because it's cold, we must come and fetch him tomorrow. So can you just imagine how worse it could have been, and how traumatic it could have been for him? So in every situation, I always look at it and be like, it could have been worse. So whatever it is that you're going through, guys, I promise you it could have been worse than what it currently is, which is why you can just always find something to be grateful for. So find the small things that you need to be grateful for, whether it's still your work, whether it's still your parents, whatever it is, but just find things that you can be grateful which you can be grateful about on a daily basis. Yeah, expressing gratitude and learning to say thank you, regardless of how small something is, but just learning to say thank you to people, it really makes them feel very good, but at the same time it also makes yourself feel good. There's actually a friend of mine, she always sends me a thank you message every time I call her. So after our call, she will send me a message to say thank you so much for the call, and that really means something to me. So learning to say thank you, starting with your immediate family, learn to say thank you to your kids, learning to say thank you to your partner. I know that we always feel like people have to do certain things, therefore we don't really have to thank them, but just learning to say thank you because they could have not done those things. If someone opens the door for you, just learn to say thank you as well. So things like that. And then this one, I'm sure you've heard it a lot of times, but really starting a gratitude journal or reading a gratitude plan. So what I've noticed is that a lot of people are entitled, and maybe I'm guilty of that myself sometimes, but there's this entitlement that's going around, especially with friendships, where people really feel like someone needed to do something, or the world owes them something, and I don't prescribe to that. No one owes you anything. And once you start a gratitude journal, it really forces you to just appreciate the little things and to look at things that you can be grateful for on a daily basis, people that you need to be grateful for on a daily basis. And I think it really shifts your perspective when it comes to that entitlement. But I really feel like we are becoming this generation that is so entitled. My friends have to help me, he needed to help me out, they needed to do this for me, my parents needed to do this for me. And once you really shift your mindset, you would really experience more joy and more peace in your life. So start a gratitude journal, even if you start with like a 7 days, and then you can move on to a 21 days, then you can move on to a 30-day. But just do that so that you can, obviously going back to my first point, so that you can really learn to notice the good things, so your mind is not going to gravitate towards the negative things. That's what I like about the gratitude journal, is that it forces your mind to gravitate on the positive things. And guys, believe you me, I am one person whose mind is very easily to gravitate towards the negative. So I'm not talking about something that I don't know here. I'm talking about things that I've practiced in my life, and I feel like they are really working for me. The other thing is to find gratitude in your challenges. I think I mentioned this as well earlier, that whichever situation you are facing, there's always something to be grateful for. Again, this shifts your mind or your perspective when it comes to a lot of things in life. So even if you're going through a tough time, even if you're looking for a job, you must actually be grateful for the fact that at least I still have internet, maybe to be able to search for that job. At least I can still have internet to send out that email. If perhaps you're going through perhaps you're going through a financial crisis, you can also look at it and be like, at least I still have food, at least I still have something. So whatever thing that is a challenge to you, always find something to be grateful for in your challenges. And I think once you do that, you start being more thankful as well. And you know the song that we all used to sing, that when the praises go up, his blessings come down. So when you start being thankful and giving praises to God, he really blesses you. So even if things are tough, really try and look at your challenge and see, in the midst of this, what could I be grateful for? Even now, guys, with COVID-19, there are so many things that we could still be grateful for. I, for one, am very grateful for the fact that I haven't lost a loved one. And if you are someone who has experienced that, my condolences to you and your family. I really pray that God strengthens you. But I think even in things like that, try and see how you can be thankful for the time that you had with that person, for the memories that you shared with them, and for the fact that God has actually saved you and you are still alive. So things like that, just try and find gratitude in the midst of your challenges. The last thing, guys, is I know this is a bit difficult, especially because we are in the middle of a pandemic, pandemic, whatever. So it is to really volunteer. And my husband always says, oh, you and volunteering, because I think I spoke about this a long time ago, that I wanted to volunteer into a home. And then I also wanted to get my kids involved, because it also just makes you see other people that are less fortunate than you. Not that you have to look down upon those people, or not that you have to be condescending, but it actually makes you realize that actually my life is not that bad. So I know now there are a lot of places that we can go and volunteer, but I know some people are skeptical as well, because we are in the middle of a pandemic. So if you are someone like that, I would really encourage you to perhaps not volunteer your time, volunteer certain resources. There's a lot of homes or a lot of shelters that are in need of food, that are in need of clothes. I just actually clean my cupboard, so I'm looking for a place to donate those. So things like that, help someone, a family or friend or relative. So if you can't really volunteer in a shelter, just look within your surroundings and see who you can help. So yeah, guys, I promise you that if you start looking at those things, you really focus less on the negative things. You really focus less on what is going wrong in your life. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a massive thumbs up. And also, guys, comment down below what are some of the practical steps that you are going to practice gratitude, or what's the posture and the mantra that you have for the rest of the year. So let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. I'm very excited to be back. I'm very excited to be giving you guys new content, and if there's anything that you want me to try for 2021, also let me know in the comment section below. What would you like to see from me, and I'll see if I can do that. Yes, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I love you so much. Until we meet again, bye.